This autumn we are going to launch some new gloves that we've made, and this is one of them. This is a classic fingerless fleece glove, and many of you have seen it before because we have sold it earlier with another name on stitch onto the glove here. Now we're making them ourselves, meaning they have gone down a bit in price. But it's still the same super high quality as it was when there was an American brand name standing down here. The fleece is windproof, super dense windproof fleece. And the idea with this is that it is still warm when it's wet, and it's immensely popular, especially among the pike fishermen and predator fishermen from Sweden, but also sea trout fishermen from several countries, coastal fishing. And the reason is that they are so nice to have to wear and still warm even though they're wet. And due to this fleece material that is so dense, if they get wet, you can just squeeze the water out of them. And if you beat them a bit, then you can beat them almost dry. So it's really nice. It's a super nice glove. And it's made with our brand name this year. Another one that we made this year is a little bit different and quite unique, and we're actually quite proud of this one. I have to be honest to say, I'm not really fond of this type of gloves, because I don't like to wear gloves when fishing, because I think they're too clumsy when gripping on the rod. The only type of gloves that I'm actually fond of using is very thin UV type gloves that are used when you're fishing in tropical areas. So what we did actually, we took one of these UV gloves basically and built it on such a glove. So in the palm section of this glove you have the same material as you have in the UV gloves. Very, very thin, very flexible. Then we have some leather points here where you have some stretch when using them. On the back of this glove you have the same super dense windproof fleece material. So what I have now, you certainly have a glove where you have a lot of feeling on the inside, easy to grip and have some nice mobility, and you have the warmth on the back of your hand. On the back, that's where you have all the blood vessels and everything, so this is where you normally have the heat loss from, so this really works. And when we tried these out during the test phase, we immediately saw that, wow, we got something special here. These gloves are really working. The fun part was that when we started to show these to people around in the shops, we found out that it was not only fishermen that has been searching for such type of glove. It turned out that any kind of outdoor sports where you are gripping things and you need some mobility and feeling, then this type of glove has a future. And just to name a few, we have hunters, mountain bikers and golfers, just to name a few, and so we sold these to those kind of people also. It comes in two versions. This one is the fingerless version, and then we have a full fingered version where you have a slit on the two fingers so it's easier to tie knots. Prices for these gloves are very fair, and just check the price list. It's the recommended out price is really a nice price. So check these new gloves, guys and girls. They are really cool.